Hi everyone, this is Rishikesh Ekbote, the founder. At Ungrade, we don't judge students according to their grades, we judge them according to their talents and skills and suggest a best career path specially curated for them. We help students find their passion and be happy with the rest of their lives. We help parents save time and money and reduce the burden of their child's future. So let us learn something valuable today.
Do you know about a man born without arms or legs, who has become a world-renowned speaker? Nick is an Australian-American born without arms or legs, who has become one of the most in-demand motivational speakers in the world, New York Times best-selling author, coach, and entrepreneur. Nick Vujicic's first book is a best-selling book, translated to over 30 languages. Nick was born in Australia, in 1982. His parents were Serbian immigrants. Nick was born without arms and legs, but 2 small feet, one of which had 2 toes. According to his autobiography, his mother refused to see him or hold him when the nurse held him in front of her, and she and her husband went out of the hospital. Nick's mother refused to look at him or hold him for 4 months. Initially, he couldn't join a normal school due to his physical disability. His lack of limbs made him a target for school bullies, and he fell into a severe depression. At age 8, he considered suicide and even tried to commit suicide at the age of 10. His love for his parents prevented him from following through. He thought that God had something more planned for his life and he could not be disappointed because of this. Nick prayed very hard that God would give him arms and legs, and initially told God that Nick would not do prayers if his prayer remained unanswered. His life changed when his mother showed him a newspaper article about a man dealing with a severe disability. Vujicic realized he wasn't unique in his struggles and began to embrace his lack of limbs. After this, Nick realized his accomplishments could inspire others and became grateful for his life. At the age of 17, he had an inspiring encounter with his high school sweeper, who said, "You're going to be a speaker." The sweeper saw something in Nick that he didn't see himself and encouraged him to share his story. Nick gradually figured out how to live a full life without limbs, adapting many of the daily skills limbed people accomplish without thinking. Nick writes with 2 toes on his left foot. Nick eventually came to terms with his disability, and worked on adopting a positive attitude. Nick gave his first speech in front of an audience of 6 students. After realizing that he wasn't alone in his struggles, Nick wanted to help others find hope and meaning in life. Nick decided to go into public speaking to inspire others. Since then, Nick has traveled to over 60 countries and inspired millions of people around the world. Nick has given over 3,000 speeches, speaking to people from all walks of life. Today, Nick is one of the most in-demand motivational speakers in the world. He is happily married and has 4 children. He connects with his huge social media following through the Nick Vujicic podcast, and engages through webinars and coaching. Nick is an anti-bullying advocate who travels the globe, speaking to millions of students in partnership with several governments' education departments. He has created an innovative social-emotional learning (SEL) curriculum called Attitude is Altitude, wherein he teaches students to make positive changes in their lives and their communities. His famous quote, "The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over." A lesson you can learn from this is we are always disappointed with our problems, and always blame our situation, but many are in far worse circumstances. Every experience is positive, and it teaches us something. That is what we should focus on.